Very good afternoon, folks. Thank you so much for giving your attention. I know your attention is valuable. So to make this session far more fun, we want to make sure that we hand out some creatives to you so that you can play around the product, see the experience in mixed reality, so that it's not going to be another 10-minute monologue. Thank you. Yeah. Just an introduction about Flam. My name is Karthik. I'm the CMO at Flam. Flam is an AI mixed reality startup based out of Bangalore, SF. We are in the space of delivering MR infra to brands and enterprises across television, print, digital, communication, be it WhatsApp messaging, and retail, etc. Now, while this is happening, let me just quickly play a product featurette so that I can get a glimpse of what I'm saying visually. Yes, we start off with audaciously saying, make marketing great again. What do we mean by that? Obviously, we have the creative brilliance of our entire marketing ecosystem. What do we mean by that is how do we make marketing interactive, engaging, measurable, at scale, with technology, while the brilliant minds behind marketing, the agencies and the brands can do what they set out to do. That's what Flam is here to accomplish. Now, the tech behind Flam, just to give a brief growth of the entire content ecosystem, right? If you see the entire content evolved from text, image, short stories, videos, so on and so forth, but hit a brick wall with AR, VR space. Why? Because of hardware. Apple and Meta decided that obviously for a trillion-dollar ecosystem, they need hardware. That's where Flam came in to make sure that we solve this problem wherein every smartphone camera can see and deliver an MR experience. Now, the engineering behind this is way too complex to be explained in a 10-minute session, but I'm going to keep it crisp and short from a marketing perspective. The MR is delivered via our bundle to every user's smartphone, and it is appless, meaning you don't need to download an app, no hardware is required, and it's accessible across 6 billion devices out of 8 billion smartphones that are available in the market globally. Now, that's the first part, which is creativity, right? Creativity is fun. We want people to engage. We want to make sure that people pay attention to your brand. But while we do that, we want to make sure that the business objectives, be it either shopping, purchases, etc., happen natively in your phone without a website, without a landing page, without an app, all in your user screen. That's what Flam does. And in terms of performance, it's a very well-known thing that web AR is dead. It takes 6 to 8 seconds to load. It's in a browser, so on and so forth. The market which Flam has built is specifically from our engineering perspective that it's lightning fast, less than 400 milliseconds. And you could play around with the creatives which have been given to you so you get a sense of what I'm trying to say. Now, additional value add or add-on things such as voice, touch, 4K, dynamic content, so on and so forth, is something which Flam has done, built for enterprises across to make sure that the product is built for enterprise. We have had the privilege of working with some of the finest brands, Emirates, Flipkart, Google, Samsung, so on and so forth, in just a span of 9 months. And we even had the privilege to work with Kamala Harris for US presidential elections from a tiny startup in India to the globe. And that's what we are here for, that we want to make sure that we build for the world from India and make sure that the brands and the agencies know about us, deploy technology while they do what they do best. Now, let's just start with a simple example from a business perspective for television, right? You have a television ad, a 30-second ad for, let's say, a brand called Maruti Suzuki, right? And Ciaz is the model slash product. Let's say Ranveer Singh is the brand ambassador. A marketing team is going to say, I want Ranveer Singh to spin the car for 30 seconds, leave. Great. From your overall measurement perspective from a CMO, you understand estimated viewership, estimated sales lift, great. But how much do we actually know? Is it because of that ad which I saw at 4 p.m. during an IPL match between CSK and RCB, or an 8 p.m. match between Delhi and Punjab? We do not, right? That's one. From a measurability perspective, real time, programmatic. Second, in terms of creativity. Creativity from a CMO perspective is, I'm paying $2 million for Ranveer Singh. I don't want him to talk about ABS, performance, airbags, etc. Right? That doesn't make sense. Third is the viewability. 30-second ad comes in, moves on, next ad, match. How does Flam solve this problem? What I explained right now is a world without Flam. A world with Flam is going to be far more fun, engaging, measurable. Let me walk you through that. Now, there's a 30-second Ranveer Singh ad for Maruti Suzuki Ciaz, a simple QR code with an ad which says, explore the new Maruti Suzuki Ciaz, bookings open, 50,000 off, book right away. While the third user scans, a fraction of user scans. So now our objective is to make sure that at scale, across 16 million users that are there watching the television ad, engage with it. I scan, while this 30-second ad is going, the next ad comes, the match is happening, your user is hooked onto the product. Now, second, from a content and a creativity perspective, one is that the creative side of things is taken care. But from a business side, anybody knows if I'm purchasing a car, I'm going to look at the parallels that are there in the same industry, right? I'm going to see that, then I'm going to click, and I'm going to purchase. So your full stack funnel in terms of viewership, scans, clicks, purchases is available real time across geographies with engagements, watch time, so on and so forth, with all data which you need in a dashboard. That's where Flam becomes far more fun. Now, we also have an enterprise TV and broadcasting suite, which I just explained to you. This is a simple Kamala Harris ad, which you can see. The original goal of this was A.R. Rahman is going to perform a concert for Kamala Harris for 30 minutes. This is going to be broadcasted across television. The goal for Kamala Harris was to raise funds for her campaign and get people to vote. In the world without Flam, this cannot happen. Nobody's going to manually go and type and do it. Nobody's going to watch A.R. Rahman concert and understand that right about 20-second mark, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris, right? With Flam, this is what happens. There's a second screen. You can scan the QR code. A.R. Rahman concert is happening. Kamala Harris message is received. Let's say across a 30-minute window, 10 million people are seeing it. All 10 million people can see Kamala Harris and get that message. And at scale, you can now raise capital. You can now get business sense out of it in terms of your objectives. Now, print and OOH is very, very straightforward. Print is static, not engaging, non-transactional. Imagine this across scale for 365 days. I've spent so much money. Let's say I've spent 10 crores in my print budget. Do I know which city, which campaign, which ad, which publisher gave me the best result? With Flam, you can. All of these creatives become engaging. All of this can deliver business sense for you, thereby, one, optimizing cost, second, driving returns. Nobody's going to, again, manually type, for example, karthikproperties.com/this and buy a property on their own. With this, click, book, so on and so forth, across multiple use cases. Now, one interesting use case is the FMCG suite. Let's say you're a protein brand, which is in an FMCG, not D2C, bought off a shelf in, let's say, a small town called Mangalore, right? I'm from Mangalore, for example. Now, I scan the QR code. I see how many grams of protein do I need to have for this product. At the same time, I can get the first-party data via gamification engagements, which we are already very good at. Imagine over a span of a whole year, and you have distributed 20 crore bottles, and you gather 2 crore user data, thereby saving or optimizing your millions of dollars which you're investing in service, user research for an FMCG brand. Digital, same thing. Whatever you can deliver in QR, you can deliver in link as well. A simple example is an Instagram ad. You can click, you can see a 3D experience place right in your living room. It's actually surprising, right? We are in 2025 that you watch a 3D movie trailer in 2D, which is surprising. Yes? So that's a very simple, straightforward thing to do per se. Now, moving on. Entertainment and media. So with AI, now let's say you attend an F1 race in Abu Dhabi. Obviously, you cannot take a photo with Lewis Hamilton. He has better things to do. Now with AI, you can clap a selfie, participate in activities, events, thereby making your experience far more immersive and fun. And yes, we are roundabout there. We are open for business. Before this, we want to thank our agency partners, the brands who have worked with us, Group M, Mindshare, WPP, Senate, Versailles, so on and so forth, and encouraging startups like us to go out there and help brands deploy the technology which we are building. Thank you so much.